Taken so long, it's been bloodless so far. Libero has a dragon, might just launch it across the point here.
And there you go, sure enough, Hex, it's almost as if you could see the future. Crazy thoughts that will force them off of the point. So we will have some progress getting made here for New York, as Seoul is basically just set up camp on the point right now, just feeling perfectly at home. Tanks moving in as well, and they will have a few kills here to finally start things off for New York Excel. The defense, they held for quite some time, but they will get overwhelmed in the end.
A very passive play from the defense. Eventually just felt like an inevitability that New York was going to be able to go in. They never really pressured Libero. He just sat up there all alone as Hanzo, which is always a good feeling when you're on a sniper hero. Dallas, it seemed like just giving this for the offense, it's still the best offensive strategy.
Yeah, going straight up the gut, pretty difficult. Oh, Rascal dancing on the edge here.
Oh, it's huge. 2 quick kills right away.
Yeah,
this is exactly how you
opening.
want.
You get those big openings, you play it patient, the picks are there, Dallas Fuel kind of stumbling into the fire, Effects has to back off, just trying to get topped up here. He will get the orb from Chip Sandon, so he can kind of float around, but Libero's perfectly positioned and he's nearly got the tac visor as well. That should be what clinches him. Sure enough, leading the charge straight in. Mano right behind him, self-destruct into the corner, will be able to dodge it just in the nick of time. Meko does find Chip Sandon in the mix. And there you go, Libero finally on the high ground, but Seagull was there to eat up some of that ultimate with the D-Matrix and the charge, using his body to get in the way as well. Libero not quite gonna find it fast enough. Mickey with the primal, staying alive. They've made so much progress though, New York Excel. They're right on the edge of locking this down, but Dallas Fuel still trying to hang in here.
That's a beautiful sound barrier to keep everyone alive, just clutched at the end. This is Libero where exactly he wants to be in the checkmate position. They will get people on the point. Only the tanks on the point, but that is enough.
He's up there as well with the final blows. The damage dealt might as well be a DPS. This has always been one of the game plans for New York, though. Make sure that Jonak gets the support, the boost, get in there. No Mercy in play, but that still doesn't stop him from picking up kill after kill. He has been wiped out finally, however, and so Seagull just gonna get in here, touch for a little bit. Should be getting some backup from Meko as well. There are still 4 players alive here for New York Excel, continuing this fight. And now it's a matter of whether or not Jonak's gonna decide to commit the trance. Can he get back here in time? Because that could perhaps change things. And Seagull, just one clip's effect. Costa finally gonna lay him low.
Oh, some nice highlight plays.
Targets a kick, but the self-destruct out in the open will force them off, and some more progress being made. 2 ticks here for Dallas Fuel, moving on to a 3rd.
Well, tanks back. Libero's gonna look for something here, though. He gets booped away momentarily, still looking for Costa. Will find it there, and that should be the defense holding on despite 2 ticks. That's exactly how New York put their offense together, though. They got in early on, got themselves a couple ticks. It's a lot easier to get that 3rd. Seagull with some fancy footwork.
Like
Libero off the edge.
Now it's Chip Sand deciding, I need to keep my teammates alive. I need to commit my ult.
Libero's in trouble. Jonak goes down as Mickey's able to get him in the back line. There goes Libero. They're all 6v4. They're going to double down. Sound barrier out as well.
Throwing everything into the mix here, Dallas Fuel. They know that there's close 3 ticks. That's what they're looking for. They've got 2 of them so far. Couple minutes left to make it happen as well. And the delayed kill on Mono. Seoul is gone. And Dallas Fuel, it's Libero with the reflect, but it's not going to be enough. Dallas Fuel. Dash on there just to keep this alive, although Mono will be able to get onto the point, start making a little bit of progress here, but there are 4 players ready and waiting to greet him from the Dallas Fuel. Never mind, Jonak gets the snipe on Chip Saiyan yet again. Effect dangerously low as well, and Rascal decides it's time to whip out the blade and start chopping him to bits. He will be able to find a big beefy target. The D-Mech would have been big, but Libero there to cancel him out.
You never really want to spend time in a Dragon Blade having to have the deflect up. It's a defensive ability, not exactly what you want. And New York will pull this off and gain a little bit of extension here. 30 seconds added to the clock as they try to take last. Now going forward, they can.
Getting onto this B point now. Overtime's a burn in, and there we go. Libero sees his opening, misses his dash. Rascal's gonna be able to get out, but he's out of position, and so Libero decides that's good enough. He's gonna go for the follow-up on Seagull instead.
It has to. The self-destruct actually comes up over behind the point. That's gonna force the supports to sit far back. New York will at least get 2 ticks, looking for more.
Oh, transits there. That's a huge one there from Chip Saiyan, though. Costa somehow gets out of the radius, however, and gets clipped by Libero. Seoul will obviously find Chip Saiyan, and now things are going to get hairy here for Dallas Fuel. It's the 2 tanks, yes, they're still here, but with focused fire, they can get melted so quickly.
Yeah, 2 tanks, no supports, and those tanks are going to be able to do enough damage to get the crucial kill they need. New York
bump into Seoul, of course, going to be more than happy to greet him.
2 ships in the night. Right there, though, Mano is trying to get back to his supports to help him out, as most supports have taken refuge in this small back room lately, but they lose 2 very quickly. A D-Mech will come onto Seagull. If they can get a kill here off of that, they might be able to bring this back. That should just about seal it.
Sick work. There we go. Now Effect, he gets to run rampant. Looking for the follow-up, not gonna get it, gets robbed by Seagull for shame. But Effect now.
Libero on a fly, went right to the moon up there. Let me know if you're running any Teslas on the way up. But it is just too much for New York. They're gonna come back. But the initiation there, New York wasn't gonna let Dallas set up and do whatever they wanted. They took the fight to them, and that's why they're gonna win Hanamura.
New York showing.
They can have the team through again.
Libero just can't seem to make it through here alive in one piece. The self-destruct is there. That's gonna be funny because it's not gonna catch anybody at all. And there's the whole hog, forcing him back into spawn yet again. Saviobi will cancel it out with the flash, but the damage is done. It will be Arc all the way back on point, nearly flips it solo. So now it's about Dallas keeping it together here. Now they need to just deliver the fatal blow.
Well, I mean, this is all over. This is a pretty little lighthouse on the point, but that's all about it. Maybe this tire can get something. Finally, Rascal's dead. It's got to feel like a small victory.
That's a feel-good moment for Libero. Hey, but it's not going to be enough. Can he manage it? Not quite. Unfortunately for him, Arc able to stay on the walls, stay alive. So Mickey has to kind of ponder the meaning of life for a moment here. Wonder, what does he do now? Well, he dies. He gets collapsed on immediately.
That's really the first time today I think Mickey's shown his greediness on the Winston. It doesn't look mechanically demanding, but Winston's mechanically clunky. It is very difficult to handle, to use well, to hit your punches, to hit your jump hacks right. You saw him stutter a little bit there. And it's, you know, it's like driving an old truck with a manual transmission. You have to know it. You have to know how it works to really be able to figure it out.
Hex, we're in America. They don't know what manual transmission is here.
Come on.
Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Automatic, baby. Automatic.
I can drive manual. Yeah.
You fit right in on the other side of the pond. Saviobi looking for it. Rascal with the blade of his own this time around. Not quite getting the same effect out of it. Instead, Costa with the boop on the side. Meko and Jonak out of it. Already, the barrier has been thrown in here by Costa as well, just to make sure that his teammates stay alive. You still have Libero with the blade, looking to find something out of it. Unfortunately for him, he's dancing on the edge. He's getting topped up, but not for long. And Rascal still looking for, well, one of the most difficult targets to kill in the game.
That could be a map-winning play from Costa. They are able to finally track down Arc. It is all over but the crying, and Dallas will take themselves a map off of New York.
There we go. No clean sweep. Dallas Fuel, which is a game changer still with the chain healing, chain damage boosting. Libero, hey, guess what? He gets to go ahead and throw shurikens into you, no problem. He'll be all about that.
That's really cool strategy there. Libero rotated left. They had to divide their attention between left and right. Then the tanks jump in and absolutely crush the back line. That's it. That's first point.
What is this, matchmaking? You know, it's like, why are you shooting the reflecting Genji? Now I'm dead. What can you do? You're shooting him and he's reflecting everything into the guys in front of him.
Just really.
Cyber ninjas don't come cheap.
No.
But it will be Rascal now. Yet again, the tire. Yet again, focused. And yet again, Libero getting blown up to bits. But we will have Arc floating high right now, trying to keep his teammates alive. And he's doing a pretty magnificent job of it so far because Dallas Fuel are dropping like flies. It's Meko. He's got the self-destruct if he needs it. Doesn't even want to go for it, though, because right now his teammates are just going to work.
Yeah, able to get the better part of the support. All kill people through a Transcendence. Doesn't find targets there, though.
Then he gets hacked for his trouble. Rascal just being this eternal thorn in their side, even dodging the self-destruct just far enough. They have made more progress, however, New York Excel. The fight continues. 2 kills, making up the difference. Libero, however, not going to find that kill on effect, or maybe he will at the very end. Not quite going to happen. And they are still in this New York Excel, staggering these kills. There's the headshot, and he's not able to get in fast enough.
Discord and headshot Ibarra to really have any sort of impact.
Especially as far as deciding to get clever. Does take a little bit of a peek. Rascal not going to get caught off guard by that, but hey, the barrage is up and they're getting chased out by the rockets, and all of this focus right now on Libero means that Saviobi has so much room to work with. Chipsayan dies yet again.
They were able to get Jonak, but they bring Chips back to life. So now Dallas using the advantage that they have coming in. Valkyrie has been popped as well on both sides of things. A Deadeye comes out, Mako's down.
That's a big one now. Gonna make it very difficult to get onto that point and contest as long as the Deadeye is up and running, and you can just tell that Libero wants to find an opportunity to get in here and use that barrage, but with both the Diva and the McCree still alive, not a whole lot of options, and look at this. just decides to chuck it in there, but it doesn't really get anything out of it.
I got absolutely nothing out of it, and now they're in trouble of not being able to touch a point, but they do send in the Winston and Primal Rage, so now it's time to re-engage. New York's so good at waiting to the last second to really commit to refighting.
All right, Seagull just gonna be dancing. He's got that self-destruct. If he needs to force them off the point, open it up here for his team, but it's a wall of blue in the kill feed. Arc not gonna be floating around long this time. It will be Janus just launching himself bodily back onto the point, hoping to just whittle a little bit more time off the clock.
The Infrasight Widow, they're gonna give up a little bit of ground, and then when this is gone, they're gonna come in, still trying to deal with the other Widow on the other side of things. Effect has been close to these kills, but not able to finish it.
Not quite able to pick them up. Rascal, however, still alive here. Now he's changed it up, a bit more of a forward angle. Going to be a little bit more difficult here for New York to get out here to challenge the payload. When you've got, never mind, Libero ends it. Big kill there for Libero. He does get overwhelmed in the end, Mickey jumping immediately, and then Rascal has been brought back to life thanks to Custa. So there is a chance here for Dallas Fuel to continue to push forward, to take the fight through the doors to point 3.
They should be able to get this one here. It is just stall out tactics coming in. With Arc going down, that was their last good hope of having a nice healing source on there. Will just continue to stall, but Dallas will grab second point with no time left on their clock. Let's add 90 seconds for their final push here. Ooh, Jonak punishing Rascal. Chips will avenge him though. And those kills slightly inconsequential as the doors will take a while to open.
Close to the blade, and that could be the game ender here. If he can manage to hang in there, 99, and now he's got it. Blade locked and loaded. When does he decide to pull it out though?
He's doing Transcend as soon as the Transcend phase, but no! A pulse bomb takes down Libero and Jonak. Dallas still alive.
Oh, that's a shocker. But then you've still got Janus back here. He's roasted him. Tased to death, the slowest death, the death of 1,000 jolts. And well, it will be overtime now as Dallas Fuel hoping to hang in here long enough. You got Seagull doing the dance, but his teammates are nowhere to be found, and he is not long for this world. Overtime burning down, and Chip Sand won't make it in time. Oh, those scattered arrows.
It's a lot more fun to watch.
Oh, that was a tasty one though. Rascal is gone. And so the DPS suffering a big here. They're gonna cut in half as well. Can he hit the follow-up on Costa? Yes, Libero. From on high, just raining arrow after arrow in, total destruction in the defense, and Dallas Fuel maximum amount of time it looks like, although he decides to just back off as well.
It might buy them enough time to come back in, or at least avoid getting staggered off the edge here. Seagull gonna be alive just for a moment. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to stagger it, but you can't do it without your tanks. This delay is over.
What delay? Delay?
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, I mean, Libero is just having a dash party over here. I mean, he might as well be DMing. Sabielby's getting all excited.
They're gonna first send in their Tracer, touch.
Did he get booped out? Yes, he's still here. Rascal, though, looking for the angle. Overtime Wick going down, and they are just barely gonna get the touch. Of course, you still have the Master in play. Sabielby was alive, but not for long. Rascal finds him in the end. This could be at the turning point here where Dallas Fuel were able to hold. They stopped New York from picking up the 3rd point. A successful defense for the Fuel.
He's been a Diva Specialist since before Diva Specialist existed. He knows where his tanks are going to be at all times. That's why I think this combination could be the new front line for Dallas.
It is looking solid. Oh, well, there's the trans. Okay, thinking that perhaps it could get a little nasty there. Libero looking for his angle, trying to force that flash. He gets a bullet to the skull instead. Doesn't matter if you're cybernetic, you're still gonna feel that one. And now Rascal from on high. Sick work. Always fun to watch McCree's hit headshots.
On the
mid, but no, they just barely managed to squeak through. Dallas Fuel hanging on by a thread right now. All of that time bank has been used up. They're down to 20 seconds, and they need to pick up the 2nd point here to keep their hopes alive.
Both supports down. The Dallas front line of their tanks has killed both supports of the New York Excelsior. That should open it up. Rascal is going to DMEC Meko, and the flashbang in farewell.
Yeah, sticking with this McCree, man. It is all working out. And they will manage to push through, but a minute and a half and a volley of orbs to the face from Meko. That is big. The remake, not gonna happen, and so it is gonna put all the pressure on Mono, who gets overwhelmed eventually, and only 2% off of his primal as well. Now it's on New York here. Can they stagger in? Can they stay alive? They have to keep contesting. 2 meters left. Can Dallas Fuel turn it? Effect right now doing the best that he can with the DMAC on Meko. That's a big one. Chipsayan throwing in the trance as well, hoping to turn it.
Trance comes in just in time, but Jonak does himself a double kill. Now the Primal Rage out, the tank line trying to bring it back for Dallas.
And then Rascal decides it's time for him to take matters into his own hands, and they will succeed. Dallas Fuel. And already it is going to be overtime, and yet again Chip Saiyan falls to the hands of Sipyobi. The monster doesn't let up. Primal has been forced here on Mickey, and that is necessary just to keep buying time, keep it alive here for his team. But Genesis removed Rascal, and yet again the EMP not getting used.
Did someone mess with his settings? Did someone unbind his ultimate? He's had EMP the entire fight, been unable to use it. It's been brutal, and save Byobi. Someone woke him up. He is crushing 100% for NYXL.
Still hanging around, down to the edges. Look at this.
Just the noise has to be.
Oh, he paid it out. There's no flash. Rascal's got no flashbang. There was an opportunity there for Sipyobi.
Well, Chips and Rascal are just hanging out together. Meanwhile, Seagull returns a favor. Jonak down on the other side of things. Could be the opening that Dallas needs. That definitely is.
Yeah, the big poke is there. Wow. Problematic to say the least. And Effect has shown it, but whatever. Sound barrier on everybody now, and that is about as good as it gets for New York Excel. Now's the time for them to get the kills, follow up on it though. Effect's looking for a target.
Oh.
Not gonna find it. And there you go. Effect, he will get that stick. Sure enough, Rascal point blank with the barrage, trying to get it in there, but it's not going to be good enough. Libero deletes him, and Libero plenty of targets to swing his sword into. Dallas Fuel on the edge of getting overwhelmed. Effect trying to hang in here just a little bit longer.
He's just going to try to stay alive and touch the point. It is so close. He gets back there one final time, but now the tanks are pushing forward. Dallas so close, but so far. The New York Excelsior will now be in the Stage 2 playoffs.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.